Hello everybody, Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley with you on this Monday afternoon. Quiet weather here in the Carolinas as we get out of a weekend where we saw a little bit of rain. It was just a little bit. Unfortunately, that drought continues, and we're going to keep talking about that, but also look ahead to some more active weather as a possibility going through part of this week. Glad you're here with us. We'll get right to it. You can see the radar screen just above my shoulder there, looking pretty active, doesn't it? We're starting to see some showers and thunderstorms popping up in much of our area, and we're seeing, well, not our area, but these are up in the Midwest and in the plains as well. These are popping up in a pretty big way, and this is going to be a big action-packed evening for that part of the country. But for us, we're really on the sidelines yet again, just kind of watching this and not really experiencing all that much of it. So we'll be keeping an eye on it because as these systems kind of form out to the west, they try and move east, and a lot of times they end up weakening, which leaves us with not that much rain and also not that many storms either. So that's kind of what we're tracking right now. This is a big system, has a big threat of severe weather too. Like you often see this time of year, we tend to see big severe weather risks, and there sure is one. It's especially so in the St. Louis area. So if you look at the threat scale, they're at a level 4 out of 5 for possible severe weather today, a level 3 out of 5 in places like Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, down to Memphis, Missouri, and Arkansas as well. So this is really just now getting going. It hasn't fully got itself started just yet, but you can kind of see the writing on the wall here. A lot of those showers and thunderstorms are popping up and then moving off to the east. So the thing that'll be interesting for us to watch, not just with this storm, but also with what happens tomorrow night, is that these can kind of migrate east and then they tend to fizzle out. So here's the first opportunity for a little rain for us. You see, this is overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. The timestamp up here says 6:55 a.m. This has some showers and maybe even thunderstorms rolling in from Roanoke to Boone down to Asheville at that point. But what do they have to do? They have to cross the mountains. And a lot of times they do tend to kind of wring out some of that moisture, and we're left with not all that much around here. So let's watch together, see what happens. This is our Futurecast model. Notice it does bring some of those showers toward our way right about 9 and 10 o'clock, but it's not all that much. So there's the possibility and the opportunity for a couple of quick showers early tomorrow morning, but not a big chance, So I think that's an option for us early Tuesday, but not a guarantee. Then we'll be drying out for Tuesday afternoon. The sunshine comes out and it's a beautiful day. So bottom line, there's a low chance of a rain shower tomorrow. That's about all we have to say about that. Going into Wednesday, however, it's another evening where there's lots of rain and a lot of thunderstorms out to the west of us. As we get into Wednesday morning, we'll want to keep an eye on this. This has a better chance of holding together. And you can see here, this will be about 6 a.m. on Wednesday, 7, 8 a.m. on Wednesday. That's when we have the possibility of a couple of hours of pretty sizable rainfall. So Wednesday morning, to me, looks to have the best chance of rain throughout the week. We'll see how that one holds together. But I think if you're holding out hope for some decent rainfall this week, Wednesday morning is your best bet. Once we go throughout the day on Wednesday, we dry out in a pretty big way. The question mark with Wednesday is, do we get any redevelopment? Our forecast model has some showers and storms popping up on the backside of the system up in Virginia, but it doesn't have that happening over our area. There is that possibility though, and if that were to happen, they could be some stronger level thunderstorms. So Wednesday morning, getting some rainfall. That seems to be pretty locked in. Wednesday afternoon, not so sold on the idea that we get a couple storms popping up. But if we were to have that happen, there's a chance that a couple of them could be on the stronger side or even on the severe side. It's this time of year we kind of have to watch for that. A gusty wind, some hail, those kind of things would be possibilities. So Wednesday in two parts. You could have the morning round, which brings some rainfall, and then the afternoon and evening round, which brings that chance of a thunderstorm. Keep up with the forecast. We'll keep you up to speed on what we're looking at here as far as rain, thunderstorms, or severe weather. But have that rain gear handy. I think you'll need it for the morning commute. It's a question mark, though, for the afternoon at this point. As we go farther down the line throughout the course of the week, we're going to stay pretty dry. Beyond Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday both look to be dry as well. But for the weekend, there's some question marks here about Saturday. Some models have rain over us. Others keep it south. So who do we believe? It's a possibility that Saturday could end up on the wet side of things, but it's not a guarantee. So I think right now we got to watch that Saturday rainfall forecast for the weekend, because there is a possibility it could trend in a positive direction for us with some rain totals. Now, the folks at the Weather Prediction Center, part of NOAA, part of the National Weather Service, they are looking at this and saying, we think there's a pretty good chance of some decent rain across the Carolinas over the course of the next week, to the tune of possibly over an inch. And that would be very good news. If we get over an inch of rain, we would be feeling very good compared to where we've been, because even this past weekend, folks, we only got about 1/4 of an inch of rain in much of the area, even less in some. So we need all we can get. The good news is we did limit the fire risk. We're not talking about wildfires as much of an issue as we used to be over the last couple of days. That's good to see, and that trend has continued throughout this week. 7-day forecast, small rain chance tomorrow morning, better rain chance for Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday afternoon we'll watch the possibility of a couple of showers and storms. Dry Thursday and Friday, and then watching Saturday, there's a potential we could start the weekend off on a wet note. That would be good, even if it might ruin some of your plans. That's your forecast. We're going to be right back in a couple minutes to talk more about your Piedmont weather all across the Carolinas. We've got Brittany Van Voorhees joining us today from Charlotte.